Let us remember we are in the holy presence of God, and let us adore him.
Have you ever stopped to consider the power that a name can hold? I want you to think of the most influential people of all time. Now in your head, say their name. For when we think of these people that are larger than life, we think of their names. We don't think of them as labels or ideologies or corporations. We think of them simply as individuals. When we say these names, we say them with such passion, invoking the love or the inspiration that they once radiated. So then tell me, why don't we do that with the regular man? 2020 was a time of injustice, unrest, anger, hate, and fear. Simply turning on the news, you saw injustice across all the reaches of the world. People dying simply because of the colour of their skin. Think of the language that the news would use. Words like black and phrases like people of colour. I have one question. Why don't we say their names? The great Martin Luther King Jr. is quoted as saying, "A man dies when he refuses to stand up for which is right. A man dies when he refuses to stand up for justice. A man dies when he refuses to take a stand for that which is true." For too long, people have suffered simply because of their skin colour, their religion, their sexuality. The list is endless. As a collective generation, as Christians, as one voice, we must speak up for those who face injustice. As it says in the book of Luke, "But when you give a feast, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind, and you will be blessed, because they cannot repay you, for you will be repaid at the resurrection of the just." As this prayer comes to an end, think back on my first words to you. Have you ever stopped to consider the power that a name can hold? And I urge you to say their names. I'm going to leave you with a quote again from Martin Luther King Jr. He said, "I have decided to stick with love, for hate is too great a burden to bear."
Live Jesus in our hearts forever.